Yo, 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 testing, testing, testing. Picture and volume test. Testing, testing, testing. Yo, 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 testing, testing, testing. Oh, it looks like the sound is good. What's up, Electric Rider? Good to see you. Coming in first as usual. Hope you're feeling well. Big Boys PEV, good to see you as well. You can see we're outside for the stream. We're going to do a little bit of sit down, a little bit of road work. I'll explain it to you guys as we get deeper. But since we're not doing deliveries, what's up, Randall? Silent but Electric, good to see you. Is that Michael Young? Silent but Electric. Since we're not working, it's okay, I think, to smoke and then hit the road. So I got my my flower out here. Got my Dynavap, my vaporizer. I got my sound hooked up to my Rode Wireless 2. I got my personal hotspot. So hopefully this will be very good 5G signal. Let me actually see what we're getting here. Yeah, this is actually 5G with 3 bars, which is actually pretty good. My goal is to get on the road here at some point. I actually just put on a brand new tire. Looking at it, I realized I installed it backwards, which doesn't really make much of a difference. I don't think this tread actually runs one way or the other, so I think it should be fine. I've done this before. What's up, Detroit Loves Dabs? Good to see you. We're smoking out here. Normally, like if I'm doing deliveries and shit, I don't want people to see me smoking, but this is our free time, obviously. Voromotors Podcast number 71. Sponsored by Voromotors. Thank you, Melvin, the owner of the company, for believing in my small channel and sponsoring this podcast. That just means I get paid something for it. And, you know, thank you very much, Voromotors. We're going to talk about the Emove Cruiser today. We're going to take a ride on it, actually. I thought it would be fun to tire. When I put a new tire, I like to ride it like on different, like consecutive days, longer and longer distances, because I don't want to be on a delivery shift 3 miles away and getting a flat. So we're going to start here. We're going to smoke a little bit. We're going to get on the road. We're maybe a mile from here. If I have to walk home from there, God forbid, no problem. And then we're going to go, maybe I want to pick up some donuts for tonight. Also, check this out. This is kind of interesting. You know, I live in like a really nice part of Hollywood, I feel like. Not super high-end, but pretty high-end. And if you live in one of these buildings, like nice buildings, people are constantly moving out and throwing stuff away. So in this case, somebody tried to throw away this like bag, this fucking bag, and I have everything I need in this bag if we need to do a tire change. I got the right size Allen wrenches, I got a rubber mallet, I got tire prongs, I got my air pump, I got a socket wrench with the exact size socket that will fit right here if necessary. I just did this tire change like a half hour ago. Oh, thank you, Silent but Electric, $5. Really appreciate it. We thank you for your time and creativity. I really appreciate it. Super chats go a long way. I do plan on getting myself out here. I know I keep saying this, and doing more DoorDash shifts live. Those are always a lot of fun. Where'd the lid of this thing fucking go? I lost this already? Here it is. So thank you very much, Michael, for getting the super chats started. Maybe I should set a goal for super chats here. Let's do a reasonable goal. Let's try to make 25 bucks. That'll be fine. How about $5 super chats? So we're already on our way. We're going to stream for about an hour, I'm sure. How do I celebrate with my super chats? I pay bills, because that's all I can do. All right, there you go. Thanks, thank you, Silent but Electric. I really appreciate it. What's up, Spooglespore? How you doing, Mr. Spooglespore? The best thing is to know your skill level. Electric Rider, also, hello, Yogi and ESA. Good to see you, Mr. Spooglespore. All right, we got 20 people, 29 people in the chat already filing in here. I do have a little bit of caffeine, not a lot, because I'm trying to cut back. I figured I'd finish off this Diet Mountain Dew. Hope everybody's good. It's Sunday out here. Basically just, you know, had a pretty easy day today. I had 2 morning students, and then I worked out with my girlfriend. Then we went out for lunch, and then we're going to get back together tonight. We're going to watch the old Naked Gun in preparation for seeing the new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. Not really sure how I feel about that, but I haven't really had much to smoke today. Figured we'd bust out the vape. Where's my lighter? Here it is. I got a new lighter too. You'll see this closer on the when we park. This is a new little triple flame lighter. Real excited about this fucking thing. I'm sick of my old lighter for sure. But yeah, this is just a test ride. We really need to test ride this tire before I do a delivery shift on it. Absolutely hooked on vaping. Like, I'm done with my bongs for the meantime. Vaping is much more flavor, less invasive on the lungs. I'm vaporizing raw flower here. This isn't like a cartridge vape or a nicotine vape. But yeah, this is like the general strategy for when I put on a new tire. I will, on consecutive days, ride it further and further away before I do a delivery shift, because I don't want to get stuck somewhere. So normally I start the stream by talking about what's going on at Voromotors. It can get a little repetitious. I've been saying like the same thing on every stream, but just very quickly, actually there is new news. Melvin put out some information. Let me look this up actually. Melvin put out some, the owner of the company put out some information about the Emove Roadrunner Pro 2. That's going to be coming out at some point. I don't know when, but this is pretty cool that we do have some new information finally on the Pro. It's going to be called the Pro 2. Let's see here. All right. Melvin says, what's up, Roadrunner riders? Hope you're having a great weekend. I agree with that. Sharing some improvements and updates on the Roadrunner Pro version 2, making progress. Sensors and numbers, but you can see the drastic improvements just on the frame itself. P.S. Roadrunner Pro is not for sale at this time. We have paused it until version 2 is ready. Wow, I got 33 comments on this already. You can go to Emove Roadrunner Academy on Facebook if you want to see these photos. But this is like direct from the owner of the company. This is going to be really good, valid information. Let's read some of these comments here. Ivar says, besides my usual, please use a larger fork. I'm hoping you'll pull some little loops across the frame for the cables like the SE has going on. Maybe some handles by the seats so we can grip the fella during those stair trips. That's a good idea. Melvin says, I'll be sending this feedback to the design team. Very good. Luong says, I love how the CEO of this company interacts with the community, giving us updates. Have a great weekend, y'all, and can't wait for the updated frame. Harley says, looks promising. Did you give the neck more rake for stability? And then I say, awesome. Ferdinand says, can you up the amps, at least 45 amps, and do you have an estimated price? It's interesting how people who, they don't take into account like the cost of these vehicles. So if you take it from, the stock battery is a 30 amp hour battery. If you take from a 30 to a 45 amp hour battery, that's gonna add like at least $500 or more to the price. Not to mention it's gonna increase the weight of the battery like 50%. So, you know, people always want more amp hours, but they don't realize that it costs a lot more money on the retail side. And I think Melvin wants to keep this like as affordable as possible. James, who, where are you in here actually? James is, what's his face? Hey, what's up, Trini G? Good to see you. Teddy the Handyman, how you doing? Crazy Sunburn. Also, thoughts on Trump? I got no political thoughts. I think every president we've had, I don't like politicians. I don't feel like they have like the middle and the lower classes. I don't think they have the upper middle and the lower classes in their minds, you know? I think they only take care of the wealthy, so I'm not political. James, it's good to see you, buddy. Says, I mean, those are pre-production mock-ups. Typically, a price isn't decided until final production and all variables have been accounted for. Probably won't be a price estimate for a little while. I guess so. Alex says, why not just keep the thickness but go steel? Steel flexes and doesn't fail. Steel can be easily repaired. Steel doesn't fail instantly and fail slowly in a predictable manner. You have electric, so weight doesn't matter. Quit playing with pop can material and use the right choice. And Brad Hampton, who's a very, very big contributor to the group. Hey, what's up, Eddie? How you doing, buddy? Are you out there working today? I saw you yesterday. I was out with my girlfriend. We were, you know, having a good time, and I was like, hey, there's Eddie. We flew right by you. Brad says to Alex, Melvin stated in previous posts that steel frame is not economically feasible with their current manufacturing capacity. So there's not going to be a steel frame. Is that 33 comments? I don't know why the fuck how Facebook does this thing with the most relevant comments, all comments. Like, just fucking show us everything. Brian says, keep it up, Melvin. You got this, brother. Excuse my French, but fuck all the haters. You are a busy man, and it is understandable if you can't get to everyone with a broken frame at once. Melvin says, thank you. Appreciate it a ton. What else we got here? Harley, we already talked about. Ferdinand, we talked about. James. I think that's it. Alrighty, so Roadrunner Pro 2 coming out. We don't know when. I mean, it's been my experience that, you know, the company talks a lot about new releases way before they come out, kind of like hyping up the market. So it's going to be a while before the Roadrunner Pro 2 is available. But I'm excited. I'm sure I'll be getting one of those either just for testing or for keeps. It just depends. But I'm excited about Roadrunner Pro 2. I'm actually charging up my Roadrunner right now, my Roadrunner Pro, because I'm thinking about, for the group ride on Sunday, I'm going to lend it to Eddie the courier so he can get some great footage. And yeah, I'm really excited to get that. Next group ride is going to be next Sunday, by the way. I think for the summer, I'm going every other weekend, group ride out of Hollywood. Just keep your eye on the main Facebook accounts that I post on, LAPEV and LA Area Eastgate. I will try to remember to put all that information in any group ride post or in this the post here for the stream. What's up, JPL Rides? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for bringing your crew out to the group ride last time. Did I say hello to Trini G from the Caribbean? How you doing? Anybody else in here that's new? Big Boys PEV, how you doing? Why do so many people say Voromotors after sales support is not very good? Is that true? I don't know if it's necessarily true. I mean, the thing about this business is it's a problem-solving business. And Voromotors is the biggest company by far, so they're going to have the most problems. I don't want to sound like too much like the paid salesperson, so my realistic thought on it is, we don't know how many units Voromotors sells of any product, so we don't really know like what percentage of customers are complaining. I know that from my experience in sales and social media, people who are happy, most of those people just don't say anything. People who have complaints will post that on social media. Not saying that Voromotors can't improve customer service. I think customer service is a very open-end part of the business that can always be improved. Sometimes I do see stuff that leaves me shaking my head, but I will say that I think every problem that is posted with Voromotors customer service is eventually handled. Like eventually it is taken care of. It might take time. And a lot of times the problems that they have are not related to anything they can help with, like as far as getting parts and stuff like that. But, you know, always looking to see better and better customer service from Voro. Again, my general theory is that people who are happy don't say anything. People who are complaining, they're looking for a place to voice their complaints and get extra help. But that is why we have I have all my academies, Emove Roadrunner Academy, Emove Cruiser V2 Academy, InMotion Jet and InMotion RS and Jet Academy. These are places where if you're having trouble getting through to get customer service either from Voro or InMotion, you can post there. And at least for the Voromotors accounts, the Emove accounts, you'll usually get help. So, you know, I wish customer service would be better, but it's open-ended. It can always improve, but I'm not in customer service. I'm in sales. I'm in testing. So that's also like really my best answer to it is I didn't get involved. I got involved with affiliate sales because I don't want to deal with customer service. It's like such a pain in the ass. I did years ago, I'm talking 6 years ago, want to go into sales business. I was thinking about actually cloning this actual vehicle here. It was this 2019, you could buy Emove Cruiser, you could buy a scooter called the Speedway 4 from the now defunct Mini Motors USA, and I was able to get clones of those for like $600. And I was going to buy and sell them, but you know, every time one breaks down or has any problem, especially electrical, I can't really fix it. And I kind of realized that going into sales, selling your own scooters, you're just basically in a problems business. Like anybody I know who is in this business, in the sales department, I say to them, like, this is a problem-solving business, right? That's really the whole business, and they nod their head. They always agree with me. So, and I said this when I did my, we did one podcast episode from the Voromotors office, which wasn't my podcast. It was actually the Voromotors, the original Voromotors podcast, which they didn't follow through with other than making me, like, the official podcaster. I think they were very much in agreement with me that this is a hard business. And plus, you have to take into account there is such a thing as an impossible customer. There are customers that will just never be satisfied. There are customers that will keep a grudge forever. I know for a fact on this page, my Emove Roadrunner Academy page, you got people that have had a problem. Maybe the problem took a long time to fix. The problem was fixed. But then they still, like in perpetuity, will chime in on every post that every problem that they have with these scooters with sharing their story, even though I allowed that person to have their own giant thread that was endless, that could go on as long as people are interested in talking about it. So always hoping customer service will improve and also having pretty good understanding of how difficult it is to make everybody happy. So that's why you should learn how to do your own tires, brakes, and framework. I installed this tire here on the V2 today, and I'm looking at it. I installed it against the tread. I installed it backwards. I don't think it makes a difference on these types of tires. If we do get a flat, like I have all my tools, we're gonna go on the road in a little bit. If I do, God forbid, get a flat on this thing, I have all the tools that I need in this work bag here to basically take the tire off and put it back on straight. The tire changes on this V2 are amazing because it's a split rim. I'm not great at regular tire changes, like just regular tires, but once you're dealing with split rim tires, I've done so many of these, because you guys know I kind of built my reputation on Dualtrons back in the day. First scooter that was ever given to me from Voromotors was a Dualtron Storm. This is over 3 years ago, I think. But these scooters have mostly split rim tires, so I learned how to do split rim tires on those, and then future scooters, the Cabo Mantis King GT, the Wolf King GTR, Emove Cruiser V2. These all have split rim tires, so these tires I can do by myself. Split rim tires are much, much easier to work on than regular rim tires where you have to fight prying the tire on and off the rim. I love split rim tires. Now the thing about these tires is you have to really install these tires exactly right to get them to work. So I think I got this one perfectly right. I think I have all the Allen heads like super, super tight. And again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on the road. What's up, Find Away Media? How you doing? Brandon, how you doing? I don't think this is live. What? We're live. Is it not playing? No, this is live.
Cabo Mantis.
Oh, it's live, Brandon, for sure. That's interesting. Now you wouldn't. Is it because I'm so smooth? But anyhow, this is definitely live. I get paid to do it live, and I guess like I take that as a compliment because that means that you would think it's edited or something. I don't know, but I'm good at talking, I think. So much for that. But yeah, I'm excited to get this vehicle on the road. Again, I want to take it for like one short trip down to Target Center. Then I want to sit there for a little bit. I'll talk with you guys, answer any questions. Then I want to, if it gets down there, no problem with the tire, we're going to go further south. We're going to go to Voodoo Donuts, picking up a snack for tonight. Tomorrow's Monday. I start my diet every Monday. I try to start a diet every Monday of my life. So every Sunday, I eat some shit. I eat shit every day. What can I tell you? What's up, James Barreca? How you doing? Ooh, Brandon, you deleted your message. You didn't have to. I didn't really find that as an insult that you thought this wasn't live. Big Boys PEV says, Chad, I just ordered a Cabo Warrior Max. I hope I made the right decision. Any thoughts on the Cabo brand? You're going to like it, Big Boys PEV. It's a good scooter. There's nothing wrong with the line. Just be aware that not that model. What do you mean the Max? You mean the GTR? Is that what they're calling when you call it the Cabo Warrior Max? You mean you bought the GTR Max? I don't really have anything. Voro doesn't work with Voro anymore. The specific reasons are kind of complicated and complex. The overriding reasons were Voromotors was having trouble getting parts from Cabo, and also a decent amount of these Cabo, the bigger models, were causing fires either during riding or charging. So just make sure you kind of follow good safety protocols when you're charging. Like, don't leave your scooter alone when you're charging. Make sure you always have a fire extinguisher. Not that that's going to help for a battery fire. You're going to be fucked if you have a battery fire, but I don't want to talk bad about brands just because Voro doesn't work with them anymore. I liked my Cabos a lot when I had them. So as far as ride enjoyability, comfort, you're going to like it. The only thing I didn't really like about the GTR was the handlebars were too high. The deck was super high off the ground, and the handlebars were too far away from the riders. But you're going to like it. You're going to like your scooter. Ignore the haters. You're going to like it. Brandon says, is the Emotion scooter better than the orange one? I don't know what you mean by the Emotion scooter. Is the InMotion scooter better than the orange one? Do you mean is the InMotion Jet better than this? I consider them different categories if that's what you're talking about, because I know I've been on the Jet a lot. The Jet is like $2,400. This is like $1,900, so it's a pretty big price difference, and they're just different scooters. This scooter has a lot more range for sure. That's what the Cruiser was kind of known for. I think that's why they call it the Cruiser. It's got this got a 60 volt 30 amp hour battery as opposed to the 72 volt 30 amp hour battery on the Jet. And when the voltage is higher, you're going to get less miles per amp hour. So this is really more of a range scooter right here. I usually get 40 plus miles range out of these scooters. On the InMotion Jet, you're going to see I'm going to post a lot of videos about that in the future. I already have them made. I was getting about 30 miles range. The InMotion Jet is a little more sporty. I think one thing Melvin was telling me, I'll be happy to say something, kind of told me in private, that the Cruiser line, Emove Cruiser line, doesn't really have all the bells and whistles that like the InMotion Jet has. The InMotion Jet, it's more like a racing scooter. These Cruisers, maybe they're a little more plain. I do think the V2 upgrade in the model is fucking tremendous because it's got the upgraded hinge and stem and this very, very strong affixed kick plate. So it's a long deck, so I can do deliveries on this scooter, no problem. But I think we're gonna get on the road pretty soon. I'm glad the signal's working good. Yeah, cheaper and more range, exactly. Oh, big boys, you got the Warrior X Max. I don't even know what that is. What is the Warrior X Max? Did you buy that from Voro? Warrior X Max. Is that a scooter? The Warrior X Max. I gotta look this shit up. Hang on a second here. Why is this fucking telling me? Oh, this is the wrong phone I'm looking at. Okay, I got two phones out here with me, so I'm a little confused. Warrior X Max. That's funny. I've never even seen this fucking scooter before. I've never even seen this scooter. It looks like a smaller version of the GT and the GTR. I'm sure you're gonna like it, bro. The thing is about these scooters, like, they're all fast. Any 60 volt or bigger scooter is fast as fuck. You're gonna like it. It's fast as fuck. Combo line's pretty durable. I love the dual forks. It's got good brakes. Eddie Courier says, sorry, had no signal, just delivered to the Magic Castle. Oh, fucking cool. Awesome. Well, it's good to see you. Magic Castle delivery, I've never done that before. That's pretty cool. 60 volt, 27 amps on that Warrior X electric rider is saying. That sounds pretty good to me. Smack Talk says, do you ever charge your scooters on the go? Have a Mantis King GT, want to travel, but unsure where I should charge it up. No, I never charge on the go because these chargers are pretty slow. I think even with a supercharger, you'd have to charge for 2 or 3 hours to get any substantial increase, like 30% or more battery added. If you're traveling and you're going to be staying like at a hotel or something, that's when you want to charge it. But most of these scooters take like a very long time to charge. Like this scooter here, I have emptied out the batteries on this, very close to empty, and it takes 18 hours to charge. There is no supercharger for the Cruiser. And I don't even recommend superchargers. Superchargers themselves, they're expensive, they burn out more. They might not be good for the scooter, I'm not really sure, but I don't use superchargers. I had so much trouble with superchargers over the years, especially because there's a fan built into the superchargers. And I have dogs in my apartment, so there's always dog hair. And I always found that I was getting fucking like dog hair clustered in my supercharger. Hey, what's up, Stas Giro, the Carolinian hamster VTuber? How you doing? Are you going to be at the group ride? I think Giro, are you local? I don't even realize it. Oh, it's a new release, the Warrior Max. Very interesting, Big Boy Speed EV. You're going to like it. My pleasure, Smack Talk. I'm glad you like the content, and I like answering questions out here, so keep throwing them at me. But yeah, Giro, I think you mentioned in the comments that you're going to come to the next group ride, but you're not in LA, are you? But yeah, as far as charging scooters on the go, Smack Talk, yeah, I really don't. I know there's like vehicles like EUCs that these guys do like 1 hour charging up at stations, but I just feel like, I mean, I'm in a very unique situation. I don't really ride for pleasure. It's like, I always feel like I'm being egotistical when I say that, like, I'm a professional, not an amateur for fun. Obviously, I do ride for fun a little bit. I mean, obviously, it's always fun, but when I need more range, I come home and I get another scooter. So if I need to do more than 40 miles in a day, and the most I've ever done, I think, is 70 miles on 2 shifts, I'll come home, grab another scooter. That's the biggest benefit of being an affiliate for Voromotors, is they've really hooked me up with a lot of scooters. Very quickly, I'll give you a little more scooter talk, that we're going to hit the road. So I'm doing most of my deliveries right now. First of all, I've been on the Rawrr, R-A-W-R-R, Mantis X, the fucking electric dirt bike. Holy shit, have I been fucking loving doing that. I mean, paradigm shift. Like, I really would, I don't think I don't like about the bikes is I don't like wearing the delivery box on my back. Sure, you could build a rack on the back of these bikes, but I don't really like racks that much on these sporty bikes. But spending like, I've had this vehicle for like 10 days. I think I made 9 videos on it, 3 delivery no, I'm sorry, not 3, 6 delivery shifts on it, because I worked every single day this week on the Rawrr Mantis X. Really love riding this fucking bike. Unbelievable deal for $3,700. I think it's super competitive in the category, and I really, oh, where's my fucking vape? Here it is. And really thankful that Voromotors has lent me one of these Rawrr Mantis X's to drive around. I'm really, really having fun on it. And we did a group ride last week. We had like 25 plus people show up. Again, reminding you, group ride again next Sunday. Join the Facebook group or check the Facebook group, LAPEV or LA Area Escape. LAPEV is actually just the letters in capital, LAPEV. LA Area Escape is LA space area space Escape, spelled ESK8. I'll try ESK, the number 8. I will try to put the information in the box down below. What's up, Magnificent Creations? What's your favorite e-ride, scooters or bike? I mean, I do have a pretty specific answer for that. My favorite stand-up scooter is definitely the InMotion RS. in that class. Okay, if you're spending $3,500 to $4,500, I love the InMotion RS. I like it because of just the ergonomics of it. The way the handlebars are high, the way the stem and the handlebars tilt towards the rider, just a super, super comfortable ride. It's got just enough but not too much crazy suspension. It's plush but not too plush. Super fast, super fun. Only thing I don't really like on that scooter is the throttle. I hate the fucking half twist throttle. Now when you're talking about a scooter for like $2,500, I do like that InMotion Jet. There's really nothing else that I ride right now that's really comparable to that. I did 10 delivery shifts on that. I already posted a couple videos. Definitely enjoy that scooter. Did somebody drop a... Hey, Chris S., thank you for the super chat. I just noticed that because I noticed that my count went up. Hey, Chris, I appreciate it. Just says thanks for the great videos. So if you guys have a super chat, don't be afraid to post a question because that way I'll be able to, you know, like I'll prioritize your questions. Aubrey Bush says, I love bikes and scooters. Mr. Spoogelsports, do you use the LG Samsung? I think that's what most of these scooters have. Like, I think they use both, so they call it like LG/Samsung, but it really is one or the other. Aubrey says it's 95 in Texas. Fuck that. That's hot. It's hot here too. It's in the 80s today. That's why I'm sitting here in the shade. Brandon says, I noticed when I charged my scooter, different plugs are stronger than others in different houses. That I believe for sure. Dash Jiro says, I'm saving money to ride a train to Los Angeles, taking my e-bike there. Bro, that'd be really cool to meet you in person. I really would love that. Dixon Cider, how you doing, old school? Good to see you. Hey, Yogi and folks, got to be careful on the road. Fucking cars are cutting me off when I'm trying to make left at lights and almost got swiped today. Stay safe. Listen, bro, I fucking hear you. I've had... I mean, knock on something, knock on wood, whatever, but I've had so many fucking accidents in my career. It's been a while since I've gone down. I hope we don't go down today. You know we're doing a test ride today, guys. I'll say it again. I'm sitting here to talk to you guys, answer questions. I just put this new tire on the Cruiser V2. I really am proud of myself that I can like do tires. Like, I'm really good at split rim tires. I did install this one against the tread, which I don't think makes much of a difference. I think I'll be fine. But I got to take the scooter on the road. Before I do a delivery shift, what I like to do is ride locally. You know, first ride a half mile away, then ride a mile, then ride 2 miles, because I don't want to be 3 miles away. I don't want to be like on a Wilshire and break down. Nice. So yeah, you're gonna be with me while we test ride it, and I have my tool bag. I just found this tool bag in my the throwaway section of my lobby. My building's got it's not. I don't live with rich people, but when you live in a good neighborhood, people often throw away good stuff. So this is a very cool bag. I'm gonna throw it over my shoulder. It's got all the tools we need if God forbid we break down. I mean, cross my fingers, we should be okay. What's up, Adam Stevens? How you doing? Went out to Napa Auto Parts. Got to show those boys my InMotion RS Midnight. Yeah, car guys will see the big scooters, and I think they'll usually be very impressed. They're very fucking cool. I will say nothing got more attention. I mean, when I first started riding Dualtrons, 2019, those scooters would get a lot of attention. The Cabo's got a lot of attention. The InMotion RS gets a lot of attention. Nothing's got more attention than the last 2 weeks I've had the Rawrr Mantis X. And I've had young kids, there's a group of 3 10-year-olds, they look like 10-year-olds, who are blowing off their summer just hanging out. I was parked at Jersey Mike's and I hear one of them go, oh my God, is that the new Rawrr Mantis X? And they're actually asking me if it's the X Pro, which is barely even out yet as far as I know. But it's the general public needs to know more about these bikes. What's up, Randall Gauss? How you doing? Says the backwards tire will just basically sound weird and wear out fast. Yeah, I might turn it around, Randall. You know what it is? These fucking split rims. I mean, there's 12 fucking screws on this, and there's a gasket that, if you know this scooter, Randall, I know you do, these split rims, the gasket that you put in between the rims, it is so hard to put that on and get it to stay while you're tightening the rim. So it took forever to do it, not forever, but a half an hour, 45 minutes. But once I got the tire on and I was installing it, putting it back on the fucking swing arms, I was like, oh no. I fucking put it on tread backwards. Not the first time I've done this. So, will I turn it around? I don't know. I've done this before, to be honest with you, on this scooter. And I got a flat by hitting a nail, which was not really relevant to the way the tread was. But it feels like it's holding air fine. Let's do a quick check of the sockets here. Oh, that's tight. Oh, and you know what else I have to do? Here's something about this scooter. Anybody who has a cruiser, there's certain parts of this scooter that you have to check regularly. Before I hit the road and we do some like 40-mile-per-hour driving and shit, you've really got to check the the screws on the front and on the shock. They tend to get loose like very easily. So I have my, where the fuck is it? Is it in my pocket? Oh, it's in my pocket. All right, so I have my multi-tool. And you gotta check these pieces right here. These screws right here, because yeah, this is loose as fuck. You have to check this shit. I should put Loctite on it, but I'd rather you should use Loctite, but if you're willing to check your parts regularly, you don't need it. So I always check this shit here to make sure this shit is just tight. Because this is a dumb way to fucking crash. Yeah, that needed a little tightening. Also, I got my socket wrench. Let's put the socket wrench on this. Check the front nuts. Then I think we're gonna hit the road, guys. We're gonna go to the Target Center and I will re-sit down and talk to you guys some more. This is fine. All right, this is perfect. All right, so I'm gonna put you on my chest. I'm gonna pack up and we're gonna go. Let me show you really quickly what's in the toolbox, in case you guys are curious. So this is what I would carry around when I have a toolbox. These are tire pries, which are not really necessary for split rims, but they help, because sometimes they get stuck. Obviously, this is a socket wrench with the right size socket for this scooter. You know, you always should have a flathead Phillips. And these are like the three sizes of Allen wrenches you'd need. I have my multi-tool, but these are better for these are way better for tire changes. You want something like this, you can get better leverage. I find the best type of wrench is like the needle nose plier. I guess it's not a wrench, it's a plier. Needle nose plier, very, very useful. Air pump in case we need to put air in it. Mallet is really important for sometimes it's hard to get these, to get the axle off of the swing arm. So this is my bag, that's everything in there, plus some flour, my vape, my lighter, a bottle of soda. Yeah, I'm gonna take us down to Target. I'll sit us down again, make sure the tire didn't lose any air, talk to you guys, answer any questions, and then I'm assuming that the tire still has plenty of air and that we have battery left on the GoPro, because I can already see it's getting fucking low. It's amazing how much battery this uses, Jesus Christ. Because I don't want to go on a delivery shift, find myself like on Wilshire, like 2.5, 3 miles away, breaking down. If we're gonna break down, let's break down in the neighborhood, and let's do kind of like a staged. This is a really good bag that I've got here. I just found this fucking bag. Like basically, somebody was throwing this away in my building, so it's a nice little perk of living around people with money, I guess. All right, so which phone goes here? Okay, this is my main phone. The other phone is for talking to you guys. Put that in my pocket. This is how we're streaming, by the way. This is my 5G personal hotspot. We do have a 5G signal with 2 bars. That's actually very good for this fucking thing. Hopefully, we'll keep the signal as we get moving. This is where I kind of see like the weakness of these types of streams. Where's my fucking sunglasses? Are you serious? Oh, come on. I better have I know I brought my sunglasses down here. I know I brought a pair down here. Are they in my pockets? I know I brought a pair down here. There's no fucking way. I mean, I can ride without my sunglasses if necessary, but I came out with my sunglasses, didn't I? Or did I just lose another fucking... Oh, there they are. Okay. I've lost like so many pairs of fucking sunglasses. And by the way, if it sounds like I'm whispering a little bit, it's because I'm right across from my pool here. There's like people hanging out there. I don't want to be a jerk. Don't tell me this bag's already fucking broke. There we go. Okay, good. A little freebie. I'll take a freebie like this any day. Probably like a $50 fucking tool bag. All right, let's see. Let's pull you guys up on here. There we go. Oh, we're looking good. Stream is still good. How's the sound? Probably like a $50 fucking tool bag. Oh, very good. Very good. Perfect. All right, so this scooter has 2,245 miles on it. Good to see you, JPL. I'm glad you're back. I have put a lot of miles on this fucking scooter. I really, really like this scooter. I don't know why it reads only 245. I don't know why it only has 3 digits, but I've done like 60 delivery shifts on this, probably averaging 30 miles each that I made videos of. So obviously there's not 250 150 miles on it. Not 1,200 miles on it either. I never looked into that because I don't really care. Like, I don't need evidence for my mileage. All right, guys, so I have my helmet on. I have my gloves on, but I don't have my knee pads, my shin pads on. I feel like we're not going that far. I got my keys. I never looked into that because I don't really care. Like, I don't All right, we're good. Evidence. All right, we're good. All right, wish me luck, guys. First time on this tire. Probably just go around the block first. I don't want to go north because the signal might kick out. We're gonna go south. I mean, you get a flat, it's not the end of the world. People think when you get a flat on these tires that the tire like explodes and you go down to the rim. A lot of times you get a flat on this tire, like on tires like these, you can like still like ride around and not far, but you won't even notice you have a flat until you feel the difference in ride. So these tires don't just explode off the rim. I put us in second here. Let's go around the block a couple times, then check the tire, and then I will drive us down to Target Center where we'll sit. And hopefully my GoPro battery will hold out. I just noticed it really is draining pretty fucking quick. Feels pretty good. Randall Gauss, who is an expert at these types of vehicles, says when you go. Whoa. Says when you install it backwards, it just will feel different. It feels fine to me. I hope it's still got the regular durability of the tires. Got these tires off of AliExpress, by the way. God, they were not expensive. They were like 18 bucks, 20 bucks. Even though I'm an affiliate with Voro, I still try to get all my parts that are generic off of Ali because they're just cheaper. I don't think I'm giving anything away by saying that. Most people know to buy their parts off of AliExpress. There are some like kind of unique parts that you can only get from the distributor or the manufacturer, but 80% of scooter parts you can find on AliExpress, and it'll always be like a good deal. All right, let's check the tire really quick here. I mean, it feels like super stiff, so I feel like we're fine. All right, let's go. Let's go to Target. Here we go. Oh, we got the light. It's been a while since I was riding and talking. I do want to do some live streams this week. Only reason why I don't do it is it's just physically so much more work, and I've been pulling 5-day shifts. This week I think I'm just going to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, though. I feel like I need a break. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do tomorrow anyhow. Nice to just take an additional day off. All right, just like we're doing a delivery shift, but we're not doing deliveries, but we are going to the Target Center. Beautiful fucking day. This is summer, man. It's like if you look at the forecast, it's just basically 80 degrees every fucking day, 80 degrees plus. It's not even going to be below 80. We're definitely in, it's definitely the true part of the true summer here in LA. JPL Ride says to Big Boy, my Cabo has been perfect for almost 2 years, over 2,000 miles. That's awesome, man. It's interesting though, like the way I look at it, like 2,000 miles, to me that's still new. You know, it's good mileage for sure. But I feel like that's like the beginning of when a scooter is tested. But I think the Cabo line is a good durable line. You're gonna have so much fun on it, big boys. Especially if it's like one of your first big scooters, you're gonna love it. I mean, I love my GT, I love my GTR. It's unfortunate that things didn't work out with Voro. All right, scooter's doing pretty good. Feels like we're not really getting my top speed though. Maybe that's with the tire installed with the tread backwards. Maybe it's slowing us down, especially going downhill. Oh no, we're at 80% battery. We're at 70-something% battery. That's why we're going slower. I didn't charge the scooter all the way. I haven't charged the scooter for a while because I haven't been riding it. Probably not smart to be out here with no fucking shin pads on. But I feel like we're not going far. My thoughts on safety are always like it's a volume game. Like when you put in a lot of miles, there's just no doubt that something's gonna happen. Like either something can happen to your vehicle, something can happen with like another driver could do something that's out of your control. You could make a mistake, you know, you can easily make a mistake when you put in lots of miles. But when I'm taking like a short trip like this, I feel like that's the time to push my luck a little bit on the safety gear. We're not gonna go around these cars. That being said, we're gonna try to be fucking chill. Just going to the Target Center. We're not far, we're almost there. And I'm gonna sit down and talk to you guys a little bit more, make sure the tire is still fucking strong. And then we're gonna go pick up donuts, throw some donuts in my tool bag. Scooter feels fucking great. hope the sound is good. I do have the microphone hooked up, so even with the wind going, you should be able to hear me. The scooter feels amazing. It doesn't feel like having the tread on backwards makes any difference. It's been a while since I've been on this scooter too. I think this week though I'm going to do another week of shifts on the Rawrr Mantis X. But I'll always go back to my scooters. I prefer like physically doing deliveries on stand-up scooters above sit down. But this is and this is definitely like one of my favorite fucking stand-up scooters. A lot of people in the chat, people like it when I hit the road, I notice. What's up, Danzig? Great band. Does constantly changing all the electric vehicles put a lot on the electricity bill? No. Oh, constantly charging, you mean? No, not really. My electric bill is not that bad. It doesn't really cost that much to charge these scooters. I really don't have a number of how much it costs each time. I have a higher electric bill than like a regular person, but it's not that bad. All right, here we are coming in on the Target Center, getting ready to sit down. Hopefully the stream is good. Hopefully I can get some shade here. Oh yeah, we're going in the back. I hope the signal, I'll go right here actually. No, right there. Yeah, we can do this back here actually. This is perfect. I don't really want to fucking sit in the sun. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of time here, check the tire, get back on the road, and then go pick up some fucking donuts. You have the Cabo X GT. That's what JPL says. What's up, Art E-Bikes? How you doing? Says hello to everybody. How you doing, Yogi Steve? Good to see you. Adam Stevens says, bummer, electric rider. You're talking electric rider. That's cool. Oh shit, there's Eddie. Dan, you're working 7 days. I know you're working every day. It's good to see you, buddy. We are live. I'm gonna sit down for a couple minutes and check the tire. Everybody say hello to Eddie the Courier, give him a sub. Look at this bag that I found.
Oh, I love it when
fucking,
you go away.
I know, right? You know you live in a good neighborhood. They say the economy is bad. Meanwhile, people are throwing away $50 fucking tool bags. This is perfect. All right, let's check the tire really quick. You can't tell, but I put this tire on backwards. I think it feels okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it feels fine. All right, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit, bullshit with these guys, and then I'm going to Voodoo Donuts. You making any money today?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sundays can be good, especially as it gets later though, right? Sundays can be good later. What time are you gonna work until?
Until about 5:30.
You wanna sit down? You wanna be a co-host?
Yeah, I'll
I'll put this mic right here so we can both be heard. See if I can center us as well. All right, guys, ask Eddie questions. He's doing deliveries. Feel free to ask Eddie questions. He's an actor living in Hollywood, grinding hard. I'm a bum living in Hollywood, not grinding too hard. But Eddie's like my buddy out here. It's always nice to have somebody. Hopefully we are actually live. Let me see here. Oh yeah, we're good. We'll make sure that he's centered. He's doing deliveries. Oh, yeah, there we go. This looks good. I'll try to get a screen capture of this so we can make it as a thumbnail. Okay, look at the screen, look at the camera and wave, okay? Put your hand up, we'll go like this. Hold on a minute, there we go. One more time. I'll get a screen capture. Oh, hold on. I don't think actually, it's funny because the timing is throwing me off because it's like a delay. But anyhow, let's see. Electric Rider says, Eddie, how big is your fucking dick? No, he didn't say anything.
It's about, you see this pen?
Okay, we got Share the Light. Share the Light says, Eddie, how much money do you make in a day?
It just depends. Like today, I always try to aim for at least $100 a day, 100, 150. 100 is always guaranteed. I'm happy with that. But usually it comes down to about 100, 120.
He works harder than me, I think. I think we kind of both have the same goal. How many miles do you do in a shift?
As far as I can tell, between 20 to 25 miles.
This question from Trini G, which we'll both answer. Do you put sealant in the tires? You first.
Hardly ever. I used to on my my mountain bike, but it does help. I just got lazy.
He's got the fat tire e-bikes. I don't think those things ever really. Those tires, I mean, they're pretty durable.
Yeah.
Do I use sealant? I actually don't use sealant, and I do in some tires. Basically, sometimes you install a tire, you think you've done everything right. I'm having this problem with my InMotion RS right now, and there's still a slow leak, like an overnight leak. Like I can do a whole shift and it's fine, but if I leave the tire till the morning, it has like a slow leak. It'll go from like 50 to 35 PSI. Your options there are to take it apart, put it back together, which I don't want to do, or try adding sealant. So I do use sealant, not really in the right way. Do you drive a Buzz? Is that the name of your vehicle? All right.
Yeah, Buzz bike.
Underdog, the DJ, is asking you, what's the range on your Buzz?
So if I go like a really slow speed, about 30 miles, 20 if I'm going like chasing this guy.
He pedals like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's got strong legs.
Yeah. And about 20 miles if I'm going 28 miles an hour, just going.
My girlfriend is in the chat saying, Eddie, you're such a great sport. I talk about you. It's fucking weird. You're in the conversation every day. Because I always say, yeah, I'm out there with Eddie. It's fun. Chris S. is asking, how many gig apps do you use?
Oh, gig apps.
Yeah,
all three.
DoorDash.
All three, yeah. All three.
What are the names of the three?
Grubhub, and Uber Eats.
Yeah.
I hardly ever do Uber Eats. It's just really slow. But Grubhub is really, really paying off, and DoorDash.
Yeah, I'm on DoorDash only because I got fired from Uber Eats, never telling you why. Didn't do anything bad to anybody. Let's say it was just a paperwork error. And I've been on the wait list for Grubhub for like 3 years. I mean, I think it's a joke. Like, I can never get on there. But I'm doing very good on just Grubhub. Let's see what we got here. Brandon Smith says about my backwards tire, says road tire backward would channel water towards the center of the tire in wet, promoting aquaplaning. Good thing is I never ride in the rain. How do you like that? Let's see here. Only problem is I walked out without my battery today, so how much battery's left on this? 13%. So we might be lucky to make an hour. We're at 47 minutes, so you guys might miss the donut part of the trip. I don't know why the battery died. I charged this thing up fully. Oh, Trini G says, looks like a future format. Mystery Rider next, and then Wilser.
No, for real, yeah.
How about if I just let those guys sit here and I just go fucking do deliveries? That'd be fine by me. Want to try that?
No, yeah.
Hang out with Wilser for an hour? What are you...
Because if anything, we could just, like, go find him mid-delivery and just talk to him for, like, 10 minutes. Cause
listen, we're so close. Even my girlfriend doesn't have her, like, the phone tracker on her phone where she knows where I am.
Yeah.
This guy's got a ping set for me, so he knows how to find me. Baby, by the way, if you want to set up that you can see me at any time, I'm happy. But that's how gay we are. I better be careful with those comments. Do ask some questions here. Share the Lights asking, I guess, for me, does AliExpress have reliable e-scooters? I guess so, but just remember, they don't provide any customer service. Art E-Bike says, I need to do some breathing exercises with my water smoke apparatus. Yeah, let's do a hit out here for sure before we lose battery. I'll let Eddie answer this while I'm doing this. Eddie, what's your pet peeve and what do you hate most about the job?
Ooh, hold on.
Eddie's not negative. It's hard for him to say.
No, yeah, I take every order with grace, because regardless, I'm getting paid for it. But, okay. Two things. When they don't leave the proper directions on how to find the apartment, or just not having the apartment label at all, and then still getting angry at us about trying to find the apartment, calling us lazy that we're not going to leave it at the door. And I'm just like, but you didn't leave it. You didn't leave the apartment number. What more can I do?
Yeah, that's pretty much my pet peeve. Is my real pet peeve is in the messages when it says we'll meet you in the lobby,
yeah.
We'll meet you downstairs. Call and I'll meet you downstairs. Yeah. And then you call and they give you the entry code. Yeah. Like, that's a literal peeve. That pisses me off. It's like, it's not necessary to say you're gonna meet me downstairs and then change your mind, you fat fuck. Eddie can't smoke because he's working. He's on the job. Mm-hmm. I have a rumor that he does smoke, though. I've heard a rumor.
Don't trust the press, guys.
Any other pet peeves for me? Let me think. Not really, like, I still just like the job enough where there's not much about it that I don't like. I mean, it's a pet peeve taking small orders to keep my ratings up. But, I mean, I don't even consider that a peeve. Like, they're very upfront about what that should be.
Yeah.
Underdog DJ says, what's a load you just can't deliver or try to avoid?
Okay. I was talking to my dad about this the other day. I never take more than a case of water. I know I can take at least 24 pounds, or depending, 35, whatever the case, but at least one case. Nothing over 50 pounds, give or take, on my back to distribute it. And good thing with that, I can lean the bag on the rack, so it alleviates any of the weight. But I don't know if you've seen a video of mine where I put like a cooler, and he was telling me he did the same thing the other day. A cooler on my my back. It wasn't too heavy, but it's just a matter of what you can take. Because like, I know I can take at least 50 pounds on my back, 10 to 30 pounds on my rack, and I'm good to go. And then there's like Yogi, he was telling me like just the amount of things he was taking. He was just trying to organize everything so he can just carry it. But with him, he knew what he could take. He knew that he was able to take like these, what were it, paper towels.
Wait till you see this episode. I fucking put a thing of paper towels in the front of the bike. I filled up the delivery box. I put my ancillary bag filled. It was fucking nuts. Eddie's stronger than me. He can carry more weight, but I do agree. Like, I actually try to take 0 cases of water. Like, it fills up my whole box. He has a better setup for heavy shit, and he's younger man than me. I can't fucking be taking that heavy shit. Let's see. TNN says, my pet peeve is when they say meet in the lobby, it would take 5 minutes to come down. I'd rather go to them so I complete the order quicker and go to the next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't live in a Prop 22 market probably, though, so we don't really care about time. Adam Stevens says, your video of the kids zipping in and out of smack in the mirror was great. Dangerous riding, but fun view. JPL Rice says, what happened to Mystery Driver? He's out here not taking orders. I love Al. I just give out his name. I mean, it's not giving out much. But I don't think I've ever seen him take an order, like not once. Love the guy. Hope he doesn't see this. I don't want him to get mad at me. You might watch this, right? Listen, Mystery Driver, I love you. Never seen you take an order once. When you turned down a 1.2 mile, $8 order going north, I knew you were the pickiest person ever. We're gonna run out of battery here pretty soon, actually. I should have brought my secondary battery. I thought the GoPro battery would give me like an hour and a half. For some reason, we're like almost out of battery here. Let's see, we're at
How do you all know
4%.
which orders to deliver first if you have multiple orders?
Well, yeah.
Usually on the app it tells you. If it's a double, it'll always tell you which order to go first.
You have no choice, basically.
Yeah, you have no choice, but full discretion. You are able to jump the task.
Have you ever done that before?
Yeah, I've done it before.
I got a contract violation when I did that.
Really?
Because it made me late for the second one.
Yes. But it's funny though. It I only did that thinking, okay, I'm closer and I don't want to go back around that way. It was gonna take me that way anyway. So I was gonna like, okay, drop it off and then do that. When I did that, I found out like, I was supposed to get my order 10 minutes later or 20 minutes later from what it was supposed to be delivered as. So I'm thinking, oh, this guy scheduled it. So it's like, you gotta take, it just depends on what you take, but just take it as it is.
You just keep talking. I don't want to do anything. This is going to be the new format. I already always need Eddie here.
Just take it as it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Because sometimes it might just be a scheduled order and they're making you do the longer one first and then come back around, so that way they're like, okay, it was delivered on time.
Yeah. I think in those spots, if your customer rating is high, you can take a chance. Worst that can happen is you get a bad rating. You know, if you have no contract violations, your customer we talked about this a lot, Eddie and I. It's a balancing act. You're balancing your customer rating with your acceptance rate, with your completion ratio. It's all just like, you can take hits on some of those sometimes, but not. All right, one more hit on the vape. Now I'm going to try to take us down. By the way, Eddie, you're welcome to hang out, but thank you for co-hosting. Man. It made it a hell of a lot easier for me. I think I definitely want to do this more in the future.
See, and this is the type of crap that I mean. Like, why are you giving us...
I've taken orders like that before.
Is it flat?
It's pretty bad. 2.3 miles, it'll kill you on your bike.
Flat.
If I'm desperate, I'll take that. If it was flat, I would take it.
Yeah, and those orders I would take, no problem, because it's literally a disposable camera. But it's just too far. And, well, it's too far hill-wise. And it's more of a struggle to be doing it than to...
You want to do an off-stream hit after we sign out? Come on, you fucking pussy.
I'll do it on the way, so that way I get the window.
Trini G says, call it smoke break. That's right, when I have Eddie here, it's a good idea. Adam Stevens says, LOL, this is great. Yes, definitely, new format. JPL Rides. Oh, you weren't JPL Rides, a local guy. When's the next group ride? Mike GTR, how you doing, buddy? He says he'd take that order. Next group ride is actually next Sunday, JPL. You'll see the invite. I'll have it on LA Area Eastgate. I'll have it on LA PEV. And I don't know if you heard me talk about the last group ride, but man, that was like a super chill vibe. Like I feel like the riders were just riding real respectfully. The only couple guys out there doing wheelies, which I don't think is the end of the world. I mean, I like seeing Jonah, the 11-year-old kid, doing crazy wheelies. They weren't doing burnouts, so I appreciate that. But I felt like last time it was, the last group ride was amazing. The next group ride is going to be this Sunday. Same setup, 12 o'clock meetup, 12:30 departure, and you'll get an invitation, or you'll see the invitation in your on the Facebook pages. Where are we now here? 1% battery. All right, 1% battery, guys. We'll just stream until this thing dies, and then I'm gonna go buy donuts without you. If you got any more questions for Eddie, now's the time. What's your channel, Eddie? It's just Eddie the Courier,
Eddie the
right?
Courier,
It's
yeah.
a good name change.
Eddie the Courier.
Yeah. Shout out to JB Rides. JPL Rides says 2 bumps. That's funny. Thank you, Yogi. You are our inspiration. Thank you, Yogi. You are